Okay, so hi, my name is Eden, and I will be reviewing today two PRs that were sent to me by two different contractors, as well as one industry PR. So let's get started. So this one is PRA. This one basically just shows a 12-month runway projection or cash burn. So that is the main point of this code. For a founder, it is a great, visually, it's a great concept, but I do have a lot of concerns about the actual code itself. So let's get through it. So as you can see here, the number, let me just find that. Okay, the number 12 is very much engraved into the code, which is not really a good thing. What if I want to see a 4-month period projection or an 18-month or however long? The number 12 is very limiting here, which I don't think it's a good thing. Obviously, it's visually great to see, but I can't really play around with it. So that I would like to get changed. And if you scroll down, I see that it says debug here, which just tells me that the contractor didn't read through his work or double check it, which is already a red sign to me. As well, that I don't see any testing that was being done here at all. And that does raise a lot of questions. I don't know what happens if the cash runs out after 4 months. Does the projection or the visual just shows negative numbers or zero, or what happens? So that is something that I would need to see in the testing. So I don't think they did a very good job with this code, but the overall idea is good. So this is the first code. Now let's move on to the second one. So moving on to PRB, which adds currency support. This one did look a lot better overall. It was very organized. It was very neat. But let's go through it because there was also some issues here. So as we can see here, I liked how they separated. They did a whole new file for like the actual logic of the code, which is great. And if you go down, you also see that they did testing of the code and they ran it through and everything looks great, which is awesome. So I think this was a very good point that they did, which shows me that they were serious. They read through the code, they double checked it, which is great. What I did not like about this code is that the actual currencies of the money were engraved in the code, which is a huge issue. The currencies change from second to second, and you can't just engrave one currency and assume that that will be the currency forever. It has to be connected to some type of app, to an API, to really be accurate at all times. So that is a huge red flag. I would not be able to actually use this because it could lead to a lot of issues as a founder. I would not take that responsibility. And I liked how they wrote a to-do note to do that, what I just said, but I do think that if they already put a to-do note, so they should have just done it. They already knew they had to do it. So that is a huge red flag, but instead of that, everything else looks really great. So this was a great code opinion. Okay, so I'm going to talk a bit about my recommendation. If I had to hire one of the contractors for work, it would definitely be the second one, contractor B. I think that obviously it's not ready to launch yet, has a few features that are missing, but I do think that contractor B was a lot more trustworthy. He did know what he had to do in order for the code to be perfect. He also ran a test to check the code actually was running well and that everything was right and in place, which I very much appreciate and I am able to trust at the end of the day. So I have a lot more to work with, I feel. And with contractor A, I think that there were just too many features that were not in place. I think he didn't read over his work, which is already a huge red flag. And I don't want to work with someone that doesn't submit work that has been, double checked. So I think that obviously they're both not perfect, but I would choose contractor B if I had to work with one of them. But in general, I don't think that any of them are ready to launch right now, and they both need a bit more tweaking. Okay, so lastly, I will be reviewing the industry PR. I chose the second one. So this PR basically focuses on cross-site scripting or XXS, which is basically the vulnerability of the code to hackers, which is extremely important. So as we can see here, the contractor added a bunch of escape features to the code, which basically what happens if JavaScript or a hacker tries getting into the link or into the website or whatever it is, that feature will just put the text into neutralize the text and just erase the code and will not open the feature that it was supposed to open, which obviously protects the company from showing data or private information about clients that obviously is not supposed to be seen anywhere, and we obviously can get our information stolen. So I think that this is why it is extremely important to review code and strictly review code, because the smallest things can make the biggest difference. And yeah, that's it. Thank you.